Hello everybody, Zeidoktor here with Typical Manga Fan, and this episode of the Typical Manga Review is going to be dedicated to One Piece, Chapter 823, A World Abuzz. And speaking of buzzing, our cover story this week is Heracles, and Heraclesen, gotta remember the N with him. He's riding a big old stag beetle, flying off, and he still has not returned to the Boyne Archipelago. But you can see him reading the paper. Ooh, there's some nice fan art of Kaido right in there, along the way here on Manga Stream. Anyway, we start more or less where we were last time. The Sand Country, the Kingdom of Alabasta, and everyone's like wishing Vivi farewell. We see Koza and his Toto. Yeah, that's who they are. That's their names. Yeah. Like they're noting how enthusiastic Vivi was. Like, I guess her piratey tendencies are woken up again. Just when I thought she'd become a proper princess. I just realized he's wearing sunglasses and has goggles around his neck. Do you notice that?
I just did.
And their escort in this case is Rear Admiral Hina.
She got promoted!
Yay! And look, there's Django in full body right behind her.
Yeah, who cares?
Well, I do. I named a World of Warcraft character after them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a troll rogue named Full Django. Yeah.
They got promoted.
I don't know. Well, they're not in any special uniform, so I think it'd be hilarious if they didn't, but you never know. Anyway, and on the next page, we see that Vivi is Queen of the World.
Pretty much.
Yeah, well, I mean, you do know the reference I'm making, though, do you?
Yeah, I think I do.
Did you ever see the movie Titanic?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but she's enjoying herself up on the crow's nest. They're all telling her to get down there at once. Like, what do you do if a monstrous bird flies out and kidnaps you? That actually happened. Or if you're in a sniper's sights. Could happen. Or if a meteor strikes. Really? Like in the anime, the monstrous bird one actually does happen to Luffy. It's like right after Chopper joins. Like, and I was like, don't worry, she has plenty of experience being about. Stop! But we also see that King Cobra is there, and he's also wheelchair bound. He is not doing well.
Yeah, I didn't actually expect him to be so sick. It's been like what, just 2 years? It's like he aged like 10 years, you know.
Yep. But he's determined to get to the Reverie, which is where they're heading on here. They're determined to get there because he's wanted to ask the world government a question ever since he met Nico Robin. Presumably about the pony glyphs, which is what Chaka's thinking.
Oh, you don't ask shit like that, man.
Yeah. Well, it seems he asked his questions about just what Well, I guess we'll get that in a moment here. I thought he asked that on this page. Meanwhile, while they're still discussing this, Vivi just jumps the hell down from the crow's nest and lands just fine. Go, Vivi.
Yeah. Basically, she's giving everyone a heart attack. Except the dad, who was just sick.
Yeah. Like, how are you feeling? I felt better. I don't know how much longer I have left. If only my daughter would quickly choose me a son-in-law. Legit cough right there. Oh, there you go, using your illness excuse again. That's not fair. We got piles of suitors' photos in the palace. You may as well throw them all out.
You know what'd be funny is if he actually faked the whole thing.
I don't think so. Not for all this anyway. Not unless he's...
I feel like there's a lot of like plots from TV shows, but they had that where the guy does fake the whole thing. I remember that. I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't think Cobra's the type. We go to East Blue, Logue Town, and they're basically like talking about talking to your Matthew and congratulating them on their recent coronation. And their hotel is built specifically for the royals on their way to the Reverie every 4 years. Please make yourselves at home. And why is that guy's chin a cheese grater? I kind of get this quick run through earlier, but it's like, damn.
It looks like a house, actually. You see a door.
Oh, okay, maybe it's a hotel chin then.
It's kind of weird.
My first thought went to cheese.
Are they making a reference because they're not bellhops? They're like something else, right?
Yeah, they very fancy bellhops. But it's like,
well, because it's not a hotel though.
Yeah.
Oh no, they did say hotel. Never mind, I missed that. Yeah, but yeah, it's a hotel. Yeah.
Anyway, we've got the we got these people here. They're basically from the Goa Kingdom, Luffy's homeland. We have their queen. Okay, I'm not gonna get this right away because I didn't pay much attention to it the first time my initial read through here. Sally Nantucket.
Sally Nantucket. They're obviously making a reference to Mary Antoinette.
There once was a girl named Nantucket.
So anyway, as it turns out, I want to correct myself. They are bellhops.
Yeah. And it's like, we see the man in the room, like, it's definitely nothing, like, the woman was like, I've seen worse. What do you think? It's definitely nothing special. All it offers of you is Gold Roger's gallows. But, well, I hope you can cast away your cares and travel. And okay, you're right, that is a building on his chin. Because you can see windows and door once you get a close-up on the bottom panel there.
Yeah, it is.
I was looking at the right side, like, what the hell?
Yeah. I was looking at the bottom, so yeah.
The big one here is that he calls him King Stelly. For those who may not remember, Stelly is Sabo's adopted brother. From back in the Goa flashback, Luffy's flashback after Marineford. Basically, Sabo's parents adopted Stelly in Sabo's place because Sabo was not acting properly noble. Yeah. And Stelly just kicks him out of there. And then we get some nice narration here.
Well, I think
go ahead.
Yeah, I think what happened was, and then Stelly got married. I think the queen or the princess or whatever, and then became king.
Yeah, we can presume that at least because unless Sabo was actually a prince rather than just a noble.
And he's still the same as ever, being an asshole.
Yep. Like I said, he also had a really messed up face before, and we're only seeing him from the back of the head, so that makes me wonder what we'll see when he's face to face again.
I think he should be ugly.
Yeah, or uglier.
Yeah.
I need to see if I can find you a picture of original Stelly or something.
Oh, no, I already checked him out.
Okay.
Yeah, he looked ugly.
Okay. Anyway, we get a page of narration here that the reason many a country are abuzz is because of the meeting that happens once every 4 years at the center of the world, the Holy Land Marizoa, the Reverie. At this conference of the world's greatest authorities, kings and queens from over 50 of the world's countries gather. So it's not just the original 20 like we were talking about last week, real quick. Yeah. And discuss the goings-on of global affairs. Man, that king is like, his nose is just way up in the air right there, on the bottom right. Let's see here. That guy looks like and together they form a guiding plan for the years to come. But a peaceful, productive exchange between the eccentric heads of the world's states is often a tall order. We got a few guys here. That guy kind of looks like, that second guy kind of looks like Spandine. Like Spandam's father. Like I doubt it is, but still.
I know Waffle's supposed to be in here.
Yeah, he's at the bottom of the page here, but we'll get him in a second. We have Clockbeard.
I can't find him. Oh, wait, there it is.
Yeah, page 11 at the bottom. We have the Kano country in the West Blue, which is where Don Shinjao and Sai and all of them are from. Like, they've yet to. Someone's announcing that they've yet to return, but the war is over, and it seems they will not make it in time for the Reverie. There are many things I wish for them to say. We don't. Presumably that guy's the ruler, but I don't know.
They're just the pirates. How are they kings? Or how are they invited to this thing if they're pirates?
Well, I think Don Shinjao and them, they're kind of an odd place. I think they used to be pirates, but then they kind of became members of like the Kano country's navy. Well, so maybe there's something kind of going on there.
Well, that's gonna have to change because they're associated with Luffy now.
Yep. Then on the bottom one, we're at the South Blue, the evil Black Drum Kingdom, and Wappo's like, Sakura Kingdom, stupid Dalton, how shall we bring them down? We also see like the guy apparently holding up Wappo's dog up in the air on the left side there. I think that's his dog. I don't know. We have Miss Universe there on the right, his wife. Yep. Speaking of Sakura Kingdom, we're in the Grand Line, where Dr. Kureha is telling Dalton that she's going to be the ship's doctor for their voyage. He should be jumping for joy. And we come back to the recently left country of Dressrosa, where Viola is telling Rebecca she can come along as a lady in waiting for her if she wants to join them on the Reverie, since she's no longer technically royal, at least officially.
Yeah.
Then we go to the Prudence Kingdom, where Elisabella has the best castle ever. Even the castle flexes. I love it.
So that's where the King Riku was. Well, you have not King Riku, King Elisabella. There we go.
Yeah.
Because we didn't see him for a while.
Yeah, and it's like he's all taking pride in the fact that he turned down the escort ship. He'll just fight whatever comes their way. It's like everyone's acting like we're off on some sort of vacation. What's wrong with that? Is this, for all intents and purposes, a festival? Like between Riku and Doldo?
Well, this is a guy who can actually. This is a guy who, if given enough time to warm up, can actually damage Yonko. So he may not be scared, but
And then our next stop is Fishman Island, where Sierra Hosie's like, she's in full-on freaking violent mode. Like, she doesn't want to go up to the surface because Luffy promised her next time she met they would go to the surface and see a real forest. Of course, Luffy could probably take you much further than that, but our destination this time straight up. All we need to do is float. Like, your brothers in the Neptune army, you'll be coming with us. Like, the ministers right and left are kind of there. It's like, this isn't going to work. They kind of discuss like leaving Shirahoshi out of it, but Neptune points out that even though they got enough petitions for being able to migrate to the surface, it's like they need to present a united front, and keeping Shirahoshi behind, even if it's by her choice, would suggest that maybe they don't appear to trust them. So Fukaboshi, the oldest brother of the mermaid brothers here, it's like he appeals to the one thing that will get her motivated, her duty. Basically, like fulfilling the dream of their mother.
Let's go.
Yep, and that will get her moving, I'm sure. And now,
so go back to Luffy.
Yep, like Nami and Chopper are all like just like lethargic, like they're just like little starboard. Okay, that good. Yeah, little more. Like, hey, put your backs into it. I want to see some enthusiasm. And I was like, hey, everyone's along the Mech is a certain someone thought it'd be cute to free fall from the top of Zo. Like Brooks, like, I've never been more glad to be alive. Pecom's like, I will remember this.
That's the dead guy.
It's like, alright, we drift off a tiny bit. Course again, a little off the port. Okie dokie, leave it to me. See, be more like her. She's super cheery.
Don't talk back. I like how everyone's talking back to the basically.
Yeah, of course, this is the exact moment that they realize that Carrot, the rabbit mink, has snuck aboard the ship. Like, we really are floating on the water. Who'd have thought? A heavy-looking ship like that could actually float. Like,
so you basically called it.
Yeah, I didn't call that she would already be on the ship. I thought she was already showing with them when they dropped. I remember, like I said, I told you this before we started, but it was like, on the One Piece podcast, they did think about her already being aboard the Sunny. And it's like, my immediate thought when I heard that was like Luffy and Carrot talking to each other, like, how'd you get here? I jumped. Me too. Hop along, besties. High five. Just because it just struck me as an amusing thought when I thought that hit me. But at this point, everyone's reacting to her, and she's chewing everybody, like Luffy, Nami, Chopper, Brook. Baron, like, Luffy, Nami, Chopper, Baron Corpse, hug, ow, Boney. Like, Pedro wants to turn him around right away. It's like, but like, I love her, like, little, no, don't take me back, Wanda's gonna yell at me. It's like, she just really wanted to go and see for an adventure just once. Like, and she knows it's no game, but it's like, I'll do anything, just let me go with you. Look, just so I'm not a burden, I brought provisions. A carrot bento, and carrot juice, and a snack, a carrot, and a change of clothes. Yeah, like, it is right around this moment I began to realize, dear God, she's more naive than Chopper. Because even Chopper understood that going out to sea was a big deal. She's treating it like a day trip.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, Chopper still, she was, they're not isolated like the minks were, right?
True. But saying that, Pickham's like, how long do you expect this all to take? About half a day. Sea's a pretty big place after all. Like, wait. Like, see what I mean? Wait, it's going to take several days even if we said, hey, head straight there? Is it possible for something to be that big? The sea is truly a wonderland. Actually, it's not a land at all. This is going to be my first official sleepover. You gotta love like I said, more naive than Chopper. And of course, and then she does a complete 180 the moment she sees Luffy eating her carrot and just goes right for the jugular.
She's like actually like getting a hold of him. But then Nami's like, pat her head! And then he does it and she's like, yeah, okay.
Yay!
I guess that's how you control her.
Yeah. Like, she's just like, just pet her on the bed, she's how happy as can be. And Chopper's like, she almost took out Luffy. So yeah, I think they'll be better off having her along.
Yeah, but everyone almost takes out Luffy when they get, in types of situations.
Yeah. Meanwhile, up on top of the crow's nest, predictably, Pedro is there. Like, to be fair, she is stronger than normal. Like, wait, when did you get all up there? Like, so now Luffy wants food, but nobody can really do anything about that. So Nami says wants to see she'll go do the cooking, and that'll be 5,000 berries from all of you. Like, wait. Like that's my whole allowance. And then there's like a little panel here. Actually, Luffy's like, I'll make the food.
I want to see that. I want to see that.
Well, I'm sure he can cook meat.
Yeah.
But I was like, wait, what? Wait. Is there like a little reaction thing there? Chopper, but Chopper himself is like covered up in a speech bubble, like on that very middle panel. Like she had like the little spiky things in my Dami broken.
Oh yeah.
There's like a third one there, but like no one else with it. It's like Chopper's covered up by the speech bubble.
That's what I mean.
Yep. And then Pedro's like, during all of this, Pedro's getting the newspaper, and she's saying that a land that was for several decades shrouded in secrecy has finally been discovered. The headquarters of the Revolutionary Army, Baltigo, already in ruins. So something went down there.
A lot of people were thinking that maybe Dragon, like they got everyone together in time and left, and then Blackbeard just destroyed the place. Because I mean,
yeah. Well, the way it's presented, the presumption would be that Blackbeard totaled things. Like Blackbeard just wrecked stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, wouldn't it actually make more sense for him to alert the Marines and have the Marines do the work for him?
Not if you watch whatever he might have. Not if he thinks Dragon might have something that you've used to him. Plus, there's powerful devil fruit users up to and including Sabo. And that's their thing. They go after devil fruit users.
Yeah.
So it's like that. So no, I don't think he would at any point contact the Marines about this. Especially since they're kind of going for the moment after Burgess contacted them about it. Like I said, I think something definitely went down there, and I think they probably fought. So I'm not as confident that Blackbeard won. At the very least, I could see them being like pushed back enough to Dragon and company to retreat and abandon the base since it's been compromised.
At this point, we know that the place is in ruins. That doesn't necessarily mean that they lost or that Dragon's dead. And Dragon is definitely not dead, by the way.
No doubt.
But I don't think. But I also don't think he's lost. Like I think they're just being the most dangerous man in the world and having all the leaders. I mean, come on, I think they could take on Blackbeard at least for a little while. You know. Like I don't. Yeah. I think they're no slouch. You know.
It depends on just how big of a force they could bring to bear on the place.
Yeah. We don't even know how powerful Dragon is.
I mean, we don't even know what his power is, other than presuming that it's weather-related or wind-related.
The wind would change.
Well, yeah, that, plus there's also, like, the events of Logetown.
I know. I remember. We use, like, lightning, too.
Well, not lightning.
No, lightning. Oh, wind, storm.
Yeah. The lightning could have been a result of that, or it could have just been just divine intervention for Luffy. But at the same time, like, basically, like, the implication that the weather turned bad because of Dragon.
Because I remember he came right when Smoker got him pinned down.
Right. And pretty much interrupted him right there, and then we don't find out until much later the significance of that. Like when Garp's telling him how he met his father in Logetown, like, and Luffy gave us the immortal line, "Wait, I have a dad?" Yeah. So going on into the next chapter, do you think we're going to actually see the Reverie itself, or do you think we'll see Luffy and company doing their thing for a little while?
I don't know. Anything can happen. We might see Luffy talking about the Revolution Army for a while. Just the crew talking about it. We need, like, with the cliffhanger is their reaction, right? So we're probably going to go through the action.
Yep. Yeah, I think it probably is. Like, at the very least, we might see the immediate reaction to the whole thing about Baltigo. I mean, just from Nami and them at least, because Luffy probably won't carry it away unless it's related to Sabo. Yeah.
Well, yeah, he would care, actually, because it is related to Sabo, so.
Yeah, true, yeah. Plus, he's been a little more attentive lately. Like, the way he, like, listening to this Mink speech about Jack, story about Jack and everything. He's been a little more attentive than normal. Excuse me. Right. But yeah, so I think at this point we've got so we've got things moving along. I do like Vivi in this chapter as well, like just where she's obviously a lot tougher than she used to be, just from the fact that she can jump around the way she is.
Yeah. By the way, you mentioned Jack. Do you think he's gonna come back?
Easily.
Really?
Oh yeah. There is no question in my mind about that.
Yeah, because I mean, even though he's obviously the first billion berry bounty.
Yeah.
There's still so many guys who are more powerful than him. Like Kaido, and
yeah.
Maybe have got the other two runners around his level.
Yep.
Maybe?
Like I said, this sounds a weird thing to say, given he got crashed by a giant elephant trunk, but I feel like it went down too easily for it to not show up again.
Well, I mean, you think about it. Did he really go down that easily?
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, if nothing else, the final blow was a giant elephant smacking him with his trunk. But at the same time, like, that's not while that it was awesome, it is not a satisfying way to beat Jack. When we see Jack beaten, it's got to be at least in some kind of personal fight. Like, either the Minks will be involved, or the Samurai will be involved, or both. He needs to be taken out on a personal level.
Okay.
That's my feeling on there.
Yeah.
Because a guy like that, all the crap he's pulled, I getting rid of him is one thing for a little while, but narratively, story wise, it's not satisfying unless he's beaten by the people he beat down or beaten in some way.
Okay. Because a lot of people think they think he still wants to survive because he's the first $1 billion. But like he may be the first, but he's definitely not the only. So
Yeah.
maybe he just needs the guy who opens the gates. He doesn't necessarily need to be the.
Yeah. I mean, that definitely gives us an idea of just what kind of power level we're dealing with here.
I mean, honestly, Luffy sounds probably just a little higher.
Well, no, but like what the billion berry level will look like, because I mean, like I said, Jack was hard to put down. I mean, he's got like Doflamingo levels of endurance.
Yeah, but Doflamingo has like 24. But then you remember they froze the bounties. Like the bounties.
Well, I'm not talking about their bounties at all. I'm just talking about like how powerful they were when they actually fought.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
like,
Doflamingo had obscene endurance.
Yeah, well, that a little too much.
Yeah.
Like that part of the fight was kind of dragged on just a little bit. So, I don't know. Like, I don't know how much stronger he is compared to the other enemies, right? He hasn't really done, but honestly, like Doflamingo should probably been around like 600. Because remember they freeze the bounties, right? So like guys like Crocodile had bounties that were lower than they really were. And
Yeah.
so, like, with Baroque Wars, it was actually just double. And there's no way Kuma is. That's why berries are not necessarily a power level. Like.
Right, they can be deceptive.
They can be deceptive because Kuma actually kind of has a low one. He has a high one compared to the average pirate.
And then there's Crocodile.
Yeah. I mean, I already mentioned Crocodile.
Oh, okay, I didn't hear you say that one.
But with I mentioned Baroque. But with what was it? Kuma, his is lower than Doflamingo, but I feel like his is actually he's gonna be more of a threat in the end.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know if you heard a word about it, maybe actually did it, but yeah, I talked about how like his is actually supposed to be twice as much if they actually put it in Baroque Wars.
Yeah, once they actually knew about it. I'm sure he'll have an impressive bounty when we see him again.
Oh yeah, it'll probably be like, I mean, he has to be higher than Bellamy, right? So Bellamy had it in the beats.
Oh, yeah, you got a point there.
So Crocodile probably has like I'd say 300.
Well, I'd say he should be closer even to Luffy or one of the super worst generation.
Well, I was thinking 300 because, I was thinking 300 because it's kind of like, it's not, because Luffy's 500, right?
Yes.
But a lot of the newer generations are roughly around the 400s and 300s.
True.
I think that Crocodile's roughly around that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He's more experienced maybe, but he's also not, I mean, Luffy beat him way early on in his career. So, I don't know if, Crocodile's probably gotten stronger, but I think that getting anywhere past 400 million would be a little too.
I can see your point there. I think you might be right about that. I think somewhere in the 400 range or high 300 will probably be most likely. Now that you mentioned put it like that.
If he has a bigger bounty, it'll be. I think it's more because of something else rather than because of actual power. Maybe what he knows, something like that. Or maybe because he's like an embarrassment. He's like a living embarrassment to the government. So
Yeah.
maybe they have an increased amount of that.
True. I mean, they might make a special attention, give him special attention for that.
Not only is he a former warlord, but he's also an intel down escape agent.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that too.
A lot of things.
Well, actually, no. The Impel Down escape thing wouldn't necessarily affect his bounty per se, just because they're keeping that covered up.
Oh yeah, right. But how do they cover up that again?
Well, I think that they're at least covered up the level 6 prisoners.
Because Crocodile was shown arrested and then he's suddenly out. How do you explain that?
Well, I'm sure his defeat and arrest and everything were publicized. As for like what he's doing out and about again, it may be that the actual jailbreak from Impel Down was well known because it was one of Luffy's things, but just how far it went. Like Crocodile is one thing because he was kind of a recent one anyway. But like I think it's more to cover up the fact that so many level 6 prisoners escaped.
Yeah, I mean with Crocodile because it's like he's at least a public figure because everyone knows about Captain. They thought Smoker did it, but everyone knew about Captain. So now he's out and about, so like he has to have escaped. So that maybe they're trying to catch him because they know that. They just want to.
Yeah, so it's like I'm thinking though, like I said, I did like this chapter. It's like mostly a move along chapter. I mean, we kind of see what the kings and queens and all them are doing. We get some updates on the world at large, which is typical for like a between arc chapter. And then we got Luffy's gang now with Carrot. I do love Carrot though, and just because like I said, she's more naive than Chopper. That's an accomplishment.
A lot of people want her to be new crew member, but I'm like,
Well, I can see both, but at the same time, yeah. I mean, I can see why people would like Carrot because she loves the idea of adventures. Like she's ideally set up to maybe want to join, but at the same time, I can see it probably not happening too. I can see it going both ways.
well, I mean, the problem is we had that limit, right? The 10 limit. Wasn't that what Oda said?
Well, there's always been some debate on whether Luffy counted himself as one of the 10.
Well, I mean, first, who actually said 10?
Luffy, in the very first chapter, Luffy says he wants a crew of about 10 people.
Okay, so let's be reasonable and not include it. So let's
Okay,
11, right?
and in fact, the manga chapters do that because like there's the chapters where they join like first person, second person, etc. Like when Zoro joins, he's the first person. Then Sanji joins, he's the fourth person. After Arlong Park, Nami's the second, etc.
Yeah. So basically,
Yeah.
let's assume that Luffy is not 11. That means we still have 2 more, right?
Correct. So that there is room for 2 people to join, and we're in a good position and we've got Jinbei's slot kind of reserved.
Yeah, Jimmy's reserved, so yeah, Carrot, I guess. I mean, he said, I know that Oda said I guess he's going to have a boss character, which I'm assuming is Jinbei.
Yeah, because that's kind of what he is. He's like a Yakuza boss type character.
Yeah, or maybe not even just a boss, but like he was a warlord. So like boss as in like video game boss as in the guy who used to
No.
he was like one of the big high.
Either way, that's Jinbei.
Yeah, basically that's what I'm saying. Like maybe meant that too, because it's looking at all the candidates, you know. But yeah, it is Jinbei because I mean Luffy already asked, and Jinbei technically accepted.
Yeah, he just got his own affairs to deal with, and you realize, I was about to say, you realize he's perfectly placed to be involved in this coming arc.
Yeah, so Big Mom said that, so that's coming in. So yeah, I mean, I just hope we don't delay that for too long.
Yeah, I don't like I said, with him being involved here, I think there's a good chance he'll be coming in pretty quickly. Like I wonder if he'll even meet Sanji before everyone else does. Yeah. And then what I'm wondering is, I wonder what we'll actually see from the Reverie itself when we do see it. Like, what are they going to discuss here? Like, are they going to be talking about Luffy? Are they going to talk about other events, things like that?
Well, we know what King of Alabasta is going to ask.
Right. That's true. Like that, we kind of ended up skipping over that, didn't we? Like, he basically wants to ask the world government just what did the Nefeltari family do all those years ago?
Yeah.
Like, what were they involved with back in the 800 years ago time?
But unfortunately, they're not nobles. They're not world nobles. So they probably will not get an answer.
No.
But yeah, actually, there's some people say that they think the revolution is going to come in and like
crash the party. Also, I'm wondering also as well, Kureha's going to be there.
Yeah.
What will we get out of that?
I don't know. Why? Because she remembers she's that old.
No, she's only like. Hey, now don't say that. She's a very young 141 years old.
Is that how old she is?
Yes. When she's introduced, she's 139, and now we're past the time skip. So yes.
Did they have a picture of her when she was young? Because I swear to God.
I don't know, but she was also the very first person to give us the name Gold D. Roger.
Yeah. Still, she was over 100 when Gold Roger was around.
You're right. Yeah.
But and you won't get a Skin Celeber and Sabo reunion too.
Yeah. If he does crash the party, you're right about that. But it's like at the same time, though, you got Dalton and Kureha and Wapol all in the same place.
Well, yeah, that too. Remember that the point of the revolution is to topple the government, right?
Right.
This is the big piece of the government right here.
Very true.
It would make total sense for them to do this, especially with
Ooh,
that
wait. Alternate idea. Dragon crashes the Reverie, but rather than attack the kings and queens, he tries to convert them to his cause. I mean, because like just from the fact that we got like sympathetic ones on there, like people that we know are on kind of the similar sides. We got the Nefeltaris, we got Dalton, Rebecca, like Riku, Elizabello.
He'll never convert King Sully.
No. Of course, I don't think he would want to convert King Sully because like he doesn't like his own homeland. Because well, no, he's from there too.
Oh, you're right.
Dragon is from there too. He said as much in his flashback.
I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot that Go was actually like part of the same area. In that same area.
Yeah, like basically, Luffy grew up in like a little outskirt village, but there's like a big old city, it was part of a larger kingdom.
I totally forgot about that. Like, one of the things you just forget. Oh yeah, the Go is actually, that's where Luffy's from.
Go is actually a thing.
It was just like, you only remember the outskirts. That's really...
Yep.
That's what they said. So is that it?
I think so. I don't know if I've got anything special to add to this at this point, but and it sounds like you're good to go. So yeah, that has been our review here of One Piece Chapter 823, A World of Buzz. Go ahead and take us away.
Bye.